So guys, welcome to another video again. It's not always fun at the farm as you might think. We always explain the challenges that we go through in most of our videos, in some of our videos. And so today, that's one of those videos that I want to make it. I want to explain, to show you some of the challenges that we go through on the farm. And if you've been following us for a while, you've seen that we've discussed turkeys on this farm. Initially, when we started, we bought two turkeys, one male, one female. No, actually one male turkey, one female turkey. And from there, we've close to 100 turkeys so far, but we've lost so many. So in the last couple of months, we decided to go slow on turkeys. Actually, now on the farm, we have 5 adult turkeys and a few young ones, which I'm going to explain to you in a few. But the reason we decided to go down on turkeys is that there's a time we had so many of them. They would be hatched about 18. This time we hatched 18 turkeys actually, and lost all of them to this disease that it's yellow diarrhea, yellow droppings. And once the turkeys get that disease, you try everything. You can even try antibiotics from the shop. There's no saving them at all. So we decided to go slow because we are losing so many of them, and it was depressing for us. So 4 months ago, we hatched 9. We hatched 9 turkeys, and then we lost 3 of them. Not to the black. It's called what? I'm forgetting. But not to the yellow dropping. 3 of them just died. So now we currently have 6, and this time we try to rear them by complete isolation. We read somewhere that turkeys, when they are mixed with the other birds like ducks and chicken, they are susceptible to some diseases that like ducks are vectors, but to turkeys they're going to get sick from it. So we've been completely isolating them from the other birds on the farm, and today for the first time we let them out, and you can see they're really enjoying the grass out here. But it's going to be for a short time, because turkeys like greeneries. They like eating leaves, they like eating vegetation, they enjoy eating grass and other things. So today we'll let them out. But I want to show you 3 of them. In the last I think 1 week, we had actually done vaccination for fowl-pox, but in the last 1 week, 3 of them started developing those smallpox things on their heads, and we've been treating them for the last few days. So I want to show you one of them that is really affected. Hopefully I'm going to be able to catch it. And I think for 4 months old, they should be bigger than this. The reason could be because we've only been feeding them on starter grams for the last 3 months. And sometimes we give them the other food we mix on the farm. However, we realize turkeys need a lot of protein. So now we've changed their food to include more protein than normal. But for 4 months, usually when we are doing very well on turkeys on the farm, they used to be bigger than this at 4 months. But these are 4 months old now. They are hatched around April this year. I want to show you one or 2 of them that we're actually currently treating. The good thing with fowl-pox is that it doesn't kill. It does not kill birds. But if you let the wounds stay on for longer, I think it actually affects them long term. So let me try catch one and show you that we've been treating. They're not easy to catch. Here you go. I've caught one. Sorry. I'm going to do this to you. So you can see what smallpox does. See from the head. Fowl-pox does, not smallpox, pardon me. Fowl-pox does. So what we do is that we bought this medicine from the agrovet, and what we do, like today in the morning, we take off this, I don't know what it's called, but we take off the hard skin and then apply the medicine on top. And you can see 3 days ago it was worse than this. Now it's actually better. They're going to heal well. And you see it's very violent. I have not experienced this from turkeys. Could be from the pain that when you're actually taking off the hard skin, it feels a lot of pain. So could be that's why it's quite aggressive. Yeah, so 3 of them actually got sick, and you're treating them with that. And again, this is in response to the questions we get some on the videos that is it possible to raise birds without using antibiotics at all? No, it's not possible to do that 100%. I explained that the things we do that isolate them, vaccinate them, feed them, give them proper diet, and then give them things like aloe vera and pepper, is to prevent diseases. So like aloe vera and ginger, I think boost the immune system so they don't get sick as often. But sometimes when they get sick, you have to treat them. You can't lose your buds. So when it gets to that point, then you have to give antibiotic because you don't want to lose all your buds. So like this now, we are treating them with the, I don't know what medicine called, but we got it from an agrovet. We can't use aloe vera at this point. So you have to use the proper medicine that's going to heal them so you don't lose all of them. But yeah, but you can see, so out of 9, we are left with 6, and we can't even tell. Like now, I can't tell personally which are the males and the females. I can't. But initially, when we started raising them, at this point they were quite big. At 4 months, they were quite big, and you could actually tell which are the males, which are the females, because the males are quite aggressive at that point. You can see them fighting. You could see how they form their what are they called? Their feathers and all that. You could actually see. At this time, I don't know how many females we have here or how many males we have here. So maybe in another 2 months, we'll be able to tell. And one of you actually commented on I think someone who rears turkeys said when they are growing, they need a lot of protein. So we are trying that now. We are giving them more protein than normally we would do to see that they're going to survive, and also that we don't experience any more deaths on the farm. It's emotionally draining. It actually affects you when you raise something from the time it's hatched to about 2, 3, 4 months, and then it dies suddenly. It affects you. So because you get attached to these birds, you feed them every day, you see them grow, you see them actually from eggs, then they hatch, then you feed them every day, you treat them, you see them grow, and then it's very hurting to lose one of them. So that's why when they get sick, then you have to do everything you can to save them. That's why sometimes you have to use antibiotics. But essentially, we still give them aloe vera, we give them pepper, we give them ginger, and we also feed them properly. And we are currently actually isolating them. We're not letting them mix with any of the other birds on the farm, so that at least we get to maturity and we get some turkeys on the farm. We actually missed turkey meat. In 2023, we had a lot of turkeys and we ate a lot of turkey meat. This year, none. So we're hoping that these ones are going to go to maturity and we can actually enjoy some turkey meat. Yeah, and there are actually a lot of benefits to having turkeys on the farm. We use turkeys, especially they call the toms, the male ones, to protect the rest of the birds, the poultry from predators. And one thing we discovered is like the tom we have on the farm, we have 2 of them, actually have 3 of them. They don't leave the compound at all. Even if there's a place they can pass through, they won't leave. So sometimes when the chicken can leave and go outside, the male turkeys always be there protecting. And when they see either a hawk or an eagle, they make some noise to warn the other birds that there is danger close by, and they run to the compound or hide somewhere for protection. So male turkeys are very good to have, and actually sometimes they can even attack people. So if they don't know anyone, they're going to attack. They're not scared. They're actually going to attack. So you can also use them as because we don't have dogs. So use them as some form of protection too. They actually protect the compound from outsiders. So yeah, and turkeys are very good birds to have on the farm. One, they are very beautiful. I think they're very beautiful. 2, they are very nice meat if you know how to cook it. They are very nice meat. 3, we've been enjoying their eggs when we had a lot of birds. Enjoying their eggs. But I've learned that I think in 2022 we sold turkeys to 2 different people. And I think rearing turkeys as a first timer is quite tricky, because all those guys who took one of them we sold to Kisumu to a friend of mine, and they went and hatched chicks, but he told me the female turkey stepped on all the chicks and they all died. And also I think at some point he ate the male turkey, and also he sold someone else close by here, but I think they didn't take care of them properly, and they went and mixed them with chicken and guinea fowls, and the gene was not very good, and they all died. So I think as a first timer turkey farmer, you have to do your research properly, and I would recommend probably if you're going to do it on large scale, you start with less number of turkeys, and you also, I think you should keep turkeys alone for a while, or for a while, yeah, should keep turkeys alone. Experience here is that when we brought them in, first of all, we had ducks then, and they used to stay in the same place with ducks, so they share the same water. And you know how ducks can get with water, and they also used to stay in the same area. And I think that disease that we got on the farm that killed so many of the turkeys would have come from the ducks. That's what I think from my experience here. Because the ones we saluted, like the ones we have on the other lower part, we just have 2 of them. We sold a bit, some of them, but we have 2 of them. They are quite healthy up to now. But the ones with the ducks, we lost a lot. We lost a lot of turkeys. Could have been about 30, 40 turkeys last year. And yeah, actually last year we lost a lot of turkeys. So I think you should try to keep them alone for a while, and also make sure that they are properly vaccinated. They are very delicate. We've kept guinea fowl on the farm. We've kept ducks. We've kept chicken. But turkeys have been the most sensitive and the most, we've lost a lot of them. I think turkeys will not figure it out. And that's why we've lowered the number of birds that you can have on the farm at this point. So this is the first time these ones are coming out today. I'm going to give them a couple of hours outside over here so can eat the grass, and then we'll put them back to their house. And hopefully I will keep you updated. Hopefully in the next maybe 2-3 months, they'll have grown to proper size, and then we'll see. Another use for turkeys on the farm that really helped us was that when you wanted to get from 10 chicken to 100, we actually used turkeys to lay on, to sit on the chicken eggs. And some turkeys could sit on as many as 40 or 50, and then give us about 70, 80, 90% hatch chicks from those eggs. So turkeys are very useful to have on the farm, and it's important we take care of them properly. Though there's going to be challenges doing it, but yeah, they've really been helpful for us on the farm, especially taking us from the small number of poultry we had on the farm, chicken mostly, to get over 100 chicken at some point. We actually use turkeys to do that within a very short period of time. Yeah, so this channel is for sharing. We really appreciate your comments. We really appreciate your comments. In fact, I think the reason that we've been able to keep turkeys for this long this year after what we went through last year is because of the comments we got on our comment section, and we also learned a lot from you guys. So if you're also watching and you keep some turkeys, please advise us. We'd really like to keep more turkeys on the farm. We'll appreciate your advice. So thank you for today. Please subscribe to our channel. Go in the comment section, comment, let's share, let's engage each other on that part. And please, those who've not subscribed, we really love you to come on board by just hitting the subscription button and being a member of this Taraji Eco Farm family.